Congratulations,
Thank
Joseph, on your superb portrayal of Ed Snowden.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I understand that you passed the Ed Snowden family test.
Yeah.
Is that true? Did you hear that rumor too, or that's confirmed?
Well, that was we did a screening at Comic-Con, and Edward Snowden actually Skyped into the theater after the screening and did a Q&A with some of the people there, and and the moderator asked him a question which was highly embarrassing for me.
What question was
well,
that?
he asked him, what do you think, Joe's doing you, kind of like, how do you think he did? And so it was just hard for me to be in front of the guy that I was playing while he assesses whether or not I did anyway.
Oh, wow.
But he said that that he can't tell, which makes enough sense. It's hard for you, for all of us to understand how we sound. But he said that family members of his were calling him and telling him that they had seen the trailer and that I sounded like him. So I was very happy to hear that I passed that family test. Yeah.
I saw this film last night, 2 hours and 15 minutes, and I want to see more because the story itself is just so amazing. And when you mentioned sound, I'm like, I cannot get that thing out of my head. Wow, he sounds just like Ed Snowden.
Oh, thank you.
So can you please share with the viewers what's the preparation like for you? How do you train for the voice aspect of it?
It's just a lot of listening,
Okay.
Listening to how he talks, finding everything I can find of his and watching it and listening to it and taking the audio of videos that he's in and ripping it and putting it on my phone and listening in headphones and putting it on repeat and sleeping with it. Just a lot of repetition. Yeah.
Would you call him a genius?
Oh, I don't know about that word. He's very, very smart and very very knowledgeable about not only computers, which you'd expect. He's also very knowledgeable about history and international affairs. He's one of those people, I think, that probably reads all day.
That's his hobby, I guess.
And
right?
retains what he reads really well. You can tell when you talk to one of those people, where they're remembering something they read 2 weeks ago in like very specific detail. Like, wow, he does have that kind of mind.
I'm pretty sure viewers would be surprised to know that he was very patriotic. I mean, of course, he's still patriotic, but was very conservative.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't even know how conservative he was until after seeing Snowden.
Yeah, well, that's what makes this such an interesting drama,
Yeah.
and much more than just a movie about a political issue. This is a movie about a guy and 9 years of his life where he really goes through a big change.
Yeah.
In 2004, Edward Snowden enlisted in the U.S. Army. He wanted to go fight in the war in Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of people know that. I didn't know that before I
Yeah.
was doing this project. He broke both of his legs in basic training, so he couldn't go fight in the war, but he was always good at computers, so that's when he got a job at the CIA and eventually the NSA, etc. But to go from a place where he was wanting to go fight in this war and just would never question any decision that the U.S. government was making, to 9 years later in 2013 saying, hey, this particular thing that the government is doing goes against the principles that my country stands for. In a way it's consistent because he's fighting for what he believes in, but in a way it's quite a change because he's come to question that authority.
Thanks to his girlfriend, Lindsay, on some level.
Yeah, for
right?
sure. She played a really big part in that.
Yeah.
And it's. I mean, Shailene Woodley is so great in this movie, and she really lent heart to that voice.
Great job, Joseph.
Thank you.